Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Fast Track. Tonight we will get you up to date with the latest H1N1 developments and relive Purdue's victory over one of its oldest gridiron rivals. This and much more on tonight's Fast Track.
History is unfolding right here in the Hoosier State. J.D. Schomburg visited Monument Circle in Indianapolis to get the latest.
At the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, a new technology is drastically reducing the time frame of an old process. Using this handheld laser scanning system, Online Resources is going to take this 10 by 12 foot statue on the Sailors and Soldiers Memorial here in Indianapolis and blow it up into a larger scale version to be a freestanding monument.
We're creating a three-dimensional model, the laser scanning over the figure and creating a computer model of it. We'll then give this model to another company who will use it to cut out the shape on a computer-controlled stone cutting machine. They'll rough cut this figurine based on the data that we're going to give them, and then they'll have an artist come in and do the finishing touches of what is really the artistic work, the detail. So we're sort of helping give some shape to the lump of clay, so to speak.
Scanning the statue reduces the time of data modeling from months to just one night. By creating a data model, the accuracy and integrity of the statue will be maintained and help guide artists to an exact replica. This is important because of the historical and cultural context.
This is the only African American figure on the entire monument. The west side of the monument is called the Victory side. It's post-war and the victory over slavery. The east side of the monument is the war side.
For the past century, he has been staring up at Lady Liberty, awaiting his chance at freedom. The new statue will unveil in Indianapolis and added to the city's cultural trails. The ending of this first step will give this statue the freedom to stand alone. From Indianapolis, I'm J.D. Schomburg.
Domestic abuse is unfortunately a prevalent issue on college campuses, including Purdue. Sarah Haynes takes a look at the organization that's dedicated to helping victims.
An estimated 1.3 million women are victims of physical assault by an intimate partner each year. Authorities on Purdue's campus have seen a significant increase in the number of domestic violence cases reported on campus, but still, many continue to go unreported. One of the causes behind this is that many college women are not taking the issue seriously, even if they or someone they know is a victim of violent crime. Jasmine Dowd, Outreach Coordinator for the YWCA of Greater Lafayette, explains.
What I'm finding is the attitudes actually need to change. I think there's a certain attitude in college life where what happens in college stays in college, especially, attitude with men. If girls go to parties and they're drinking and something happens, a lot of the questions get towards her, like, why were you drinking so much, and why didn't you take better precautions, which I understand, but I think our questions need to be refocused on why is it okay that abuse is we're ever perpetrating violence against somebody.
But there is help. The YWCA of Greater Lafayette is working to increase awareness of this issue in the community.
People out there are in terrifying situations. They really are, and they're scared and they're isolated, and oftentimes the person who is being abusive toward them has isolated them so much that they have nowhere else to go because the abuser makes it so they are the only one that the other person can depend on. So they've lost touch with friends, they've lost touch with family. They often have limited financial resources. And so, they just feel alone. And so our job is to make sure that they know that they are not, and that there is help, and there are people who care.
The YWCA encourages individuals involved in a domestic violence situation to call the hotline, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is Sarah Haynes reporting for Fast Track News.
And now let's check out our local forecast.
Well, good evening, everyone, and now it's time for your local forecast. We will be beginning starting with the Halloween weather, whether it's going to be a treat, and with that, we're going to be talking about precipitation and also temperatures that will be coming along with that. First, we're going to be talking about the almanac. Normal around this time is about 60 and 40. Not too bad. We're pretty much in that range, actually a little bit above, but last year's 46 and 38, so definitely not that cold. And also you can see the sunrise is 8:12, sunset 6:45 p.m., so our days are getting a little shorter as we're getting closer to the fall and coming in soon winter. So first, Friday precipitation. Now, you can see this low pressure system is moving through. It's going to be creating a lot of precipitation for us Friday and going into a little bit of Saturday, but not too much. We're going to have a lot of southerly winds with this, so it's going to keep us nice and warm, but as the front does move through, the temperatures are going to be decreasing slightly, and you're going to be feeling that with wind picking up too. You can see the pressure. These are pressure contours right here, and when they're close together, we're going to have some higher winds, and that could be coming up to 18 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 and 25. So it's going to be a little windy Friday, Saturday morning, but as this starts to move through, the precipitation is going to be gone, and it should be a nice Halloween night for us at least. And Sunday, it's all going to be moving out. We're going to have high pressure everywhere, pretty much all in the U.S. too, so we are going to be having some nice weather after that. And now let's see how this is going to affect our temperatures with the 7-day planner. Friday, of course, highest chance of precipitation with high of 66. Saturday, it's just going to be pretty much in the morning and then gone for nice trick-or-treating in the evening. Sunday, pretty much Sunday. Monday is also a slight chance of precipitation, but not too bad, leaving the rest of the week in the 50s and partly cloudy.
When we come back, we'll relive the week in Purdue sports
And learn an easy meal that anyone can make in their dorm or apartment. This is Fast Track.